Hey, what's up guys? Sean here with Video Influencers, helping you build your influence and your income with online video. And today, I'm super excited to be here at the Kajabi headquarters with Kenny and Travis. How's it going, guys?
Great.
Hey.
Thanks, Ryan.
And we want to talk about a topic that is really one of the best ways and kind of a little known way in this video influencer space on YouTube especially, of how to really monetize your content and build your income. And so first off, tell a little bit about your journey, the story of the company, and what you guys do.
I mean, that is our journey, is trying to monetize content, right? So Travis and I have been friends for a long time, and we used to just kind of get together for lunch and talk about business ideas, ways we can make money. We both had jobs at the time, and we were just like, what else can we do to make some money?
All based on probably reading Rich Dad Poor Dad the first time.
Rich Dad Poor Dad,
a long time ago.
Yeah, that was like one of the early things, just saying, okay, we want to get out of like the employee quadrant and get into like the cash flow quadrant.
I lived in cubicle hell. I was a slave in the cubicle. Right now, as we're filming this, we're coming to our 5-year birthday since we've launched Kajabi and gotten paying customers. But yeah, we were friends forever. We did consulting. We even made like our last kind of cool gig we did was we made a game on Twitter. It was like a scavenger hunt.
Yeah.
And that was really cool. And then we were trying to do the thing of making money online. Kenny had built this like cool kids car wash. Like tell them the story about crazy.
Yeah, just out of PVC pipe. I have 3. At the time, there were 3 very small boys, and so this little arc thing that you plug the hose into, and it sprays water down. They can ride their bikes through it or whatever. And so I built this, and the neighbors would always come over and want to play with it. And so we're like, okay, we're onto something here. We were so new to selling any information online. Our first thought was like, let's build these and like ship them to people.
Old-fashioned
have an online order form, but then we'll ship them.
Yeah.
And then we said, why can't we just sell the plans? Sell like a Home Depot shopping list, sell some videos like showing me building it. And so that's kind of what started our journey. We said there's no easy way for people to monetize video content.
Yeah.
We didn't want to just shoot these videos and put them on YouTube and give it away for free. We thought there's some value here. And,
so we went to WordPress and got the plugins and the PayPal, and it was so confusing that we eventually lost sight of what our passion was. Like, this is a cool idea. We could inspire other parents and make a little bit of money. And that's what Kenny said. We're like, well, what if we built something? Like, we're in the tech space, we know technology, and we're getting confused by the simple solutions that were out there.
Somebody who has the knowledge to build a sprinkler toy like that probably wouldn't have the knowledge to sell it online. So think of, that's just one example, but think of all the people out there that have knowledge about something that's valuable to other people, and they're not getting any benefit from that.
Yeah.
And so the old school model was you'd see something online, I want to get this course, and they'd ship you a bunch of DVDs. And way back then, it hasn't been that long, it was 6 years ago, and we're like, well, I don't even put things in my DVD player. Like, what if it was all online? Like, what if we could help that model shift? So we went to those big guys in that space and said, hey, we're building this tool, you guys want to use it? And I always say it was like we gave Tiger Woods our golf clubs, and then he won the Masters. So then all these big guys started using it, and that was kind of the beginning of what got us here today.
Yeah.
That's so awesome. Now, to summarize, just kind of in layman's terms, what exactly you offer and what you do, it's a platform to monetize your knowledge.
That's right.
Right? And specifically, you give an interface and a user-friendly solution for people to take, and what usually they're doing is they're teaching their content, and then they're just putting it behind a way to process payments is that basically what it is? And how do you explain it simply for those that are maybe just getting introduced to this concept?
Exactly. I think people that have some kind of knowledge just want an easy way that they could upload some videos or type some text or record some audio, whatever it might be, just to literally point and click, upload the content, set a price, and then get money for that. That's it. And so that's like really our platform encapsulates that.
Yeah.
It's as easy as sending an email, like sending something in Gmail, or like posting a title, attaching a video, and it's super simple.
Which is huge, because I was just talking this morning with a life coach friend of mine who is moving into this space, but is getting bogged down with multiple working parts, all the details, and that's kind of what you mentioned, like overwhelming, wants to just offer her value, her wisdom, and her expertise, but there's so many working parts. So you simplify the whole process. What are some case studies? Like, let's make it really real and think about what are some different niches, what are some of the different stories of people who are doing this?
Well, I think the one thing that we always pride ourselves in is we built it because we figure everybody is good at something, or they know somebody who's good at something. So we wanted to build a platform that allowed the expert, like the average Joe, to be an expert. And YouTube does this. People get up there, they put their content, and they talk about something cool that they're passionate about, and then there's 10,000 people that are passionate about that too. And so the first like big one I remember is the tennis guy. He had the site Fuzzy Yellow Balls.
Yeah.
And he would blog and he would post videos, and he wasn't really sure how to monetize it, but he would get lots of response, lots of people that would view his stuff. But then somehow he saw us through someone else, and then he started putting his stuff on Kajabi and started making a little bit of money. And they started making a little bit of money, and pretty soon that turned into $600,000. Then he's doing it with Olympic gold medalist tennis players. And
wow.
It's crazy the steps you can go from some YouTube videos.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's growing. He's one. And then just some crazy stories of people that would probably, if there was no other option to monetize, just give it away for free. There's a lady that teaches how to decorate cakes, and it's probably just her hobby. I don't even know. I've never met her or anything, but she's just out there and she's making money selling videos on how to decorate cakes, you know?
Yep.
And there's something to be said about that, because you could go to YouTube and search decorating cakes and see a bunch of stuff there, you know? And so it's like, okay, what's making it? What is it about the experience that's making people want to pay for that content?
Yeah,
you
and
know?
along the process of building Kajabi, people would just say, well, why don't I just put it on YouTube? Like, why wouldn't I just do that? And you do put it on YouTube, but there's a whole nother step of not just giving away everything for free, but having that curated experience of that expert or that person that you're passionate about, and a kind of behind the scenes exclusive access. And Kajabi makes that easy. And you were asking what kind of niche is any niche. It's literally anything that you're passionate about. It's crazy. I mean, we've seen stuff from everything in fitness, everything in food, to the guy and girl that was teaching called Strip and Grow Rich, like how to be a good stripper. Not like stripping, but like the business part of it, like how to manage your money, how to get good tips. Like it's anything. Like
helicopter pilot, Navy SEAL training, just anything you could think of. It's pretty cool.
How to win the Pinewood Derby. Like my kid's a Boy Scout, and like that's a passion. I searched YouTube forever to learn about that, and I bought books, and I would have bought a course if there was a good one.
Photography, music courses, I mean, anything.
Yeah.
So.
It's incredible. So for those watching and video influencer audience, they could say, whatever it is I'm doing, whether I've got a mom channel, I'm doing makeup or beauty or lifestyle and just different things, and they could start thinking of a way to adapt that into having a paid portion. And I like what you said, expound on that you're still going to do your YouTube content. You're still going to kind of find and reach your audience out here, but then you're going to kind of start creating some exclusive stuff, and that's what's going to go on Kajabi, right?
Yes, and you'd be surprised, like your visitors, your fans want this. Like they would ask you for it if they would think of asking for it. Like we have the example of Jeff Bethke, is that how you say his last name? He's the guy who created this spoken word thing about the Bible, and it's incredible. And it was like a 10-minute long speech that he did, and he got super popular, and he's done a whole bunch more. Because we have a friend that would talk to him, there was like this mindset switch that had to switch, because he's like, well, why would anybody pay me for this? Like, how could I? But then he's like, wait, you're passionate about the Bible. Why don't you teach a course about how you study the Bible? It's just about sharing your perspective and your knowledge.
Yeah.
And then, bam, people are paying you for that. And you're serving them. It's not like you're being greedy. Like, you're serving them by providing that content. Yeah. And it just snowballs from there. I mean, once people see a little bit of success, then they're doing this, then they're doing this, then it's crazy.
And like the actual thing that you're selling can change depending on what kind of content you have. So to get started, you might just have a couple videos you think, hey, these are actually valuable, and my audience, my wide audience that might be watching me on YouTube would have some value from this, so they could buy that. But you mentioned courses, right? Then you could, like, if you have enough content, you can actually teach a course, or you know, with our software is just so flexible that lets you, you know, sell bite-sized chunks or large, you know, academies or portals or courses.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Now, talking and moving maybe more into the tactical strategic. So I want to get started. What are some stories about the progression from people starting out, how big they need to be, what they need to be in place, what they need to do first, and your tips there? They say, I want to do this. I'm watching, I get it, but okay, what are my next steps?
Well, I think the biggest hurdle, and I'm assuming a lot of your audience has gotten over this, is creating content.
Yeah.
Like that's one is like, well, I don't want to be in front of a camera, and I don't want to do this, but they've already got that, so they're ready. There is no, I don't need to be bigger than
Well,
that.
hang on, so that's a huge tip. So, and that's true about YouTubers. They're already doing lighting, cameras, even if they're posting videos. Yeah. So that's the biggest hurdle, and you've already overcome that.
Yeah, they really have. I think the next thing is there's a mindset switch that has to change, like we were just talking about with Jeff. Like, because they're clicking on your stuff every single day and you see those views and you see those subscribes, you need to actually start capturing that yourself. And we have an app called Megaphone, which allows you to create a landing page with that content and a promise of something like, I'm going to send you a free report or get this behind the scenes video. And then you would start creating your own mailing list, because you would start getting those people's emails. Like that's the first step from there. And then you're going to start seeing, wow, I've got 100 people that signed up today. Wow, I've got 1,000 people. And then from there, there's all kinds of strategies from either taking your existing content and seeing what's popular and saying, what if I did these 4 in a small series, and then I could sell those. And it really is those baby steps of getting a list, figuring out what you're going to sell, selling it, starting off small if you want to, and then really challenging yourself to keep growing and growing and growing.
Your audience might have a leg up on that though. Like they might not need a list right away. That's usually what we tell people. But like if they've got followers or they've got people that subscribe to their YouTube channel and they watch a video, you could put like a post roll thing that's like, okay, you like this? Now, either A, join my list, or B,
jump right in.
Here's a course.
Exactly.
Here's a deep dive into what I just showed you.
And you're also creating a list at that point too, because those are the list of your buyers. They're not just prospects or fans.
Yeah.
And a lot of our customers have done things where it's like $1 for the course, because our app is so smart that once it captures their credit card, you can then upsell them on a $99 course. Or next month, you can just send an email and say, here's my $2,000 academy.
Right, so ways to get people started.
Yeah, you can start really small, and maybe the first step is a completely free course, but it's inside our ecosystem, so then people, have an account, they kind of see you're providing value, and then you start dripping out some, paid courses or paid videos. Yeah.
Wow, that's all inside of there. So what are maybe your best 1 or 2 top of mind examples from somebody's progression? So, and maybe somebody that, because I think one of the big intimidating things is sometimes we hear the gurus say some stuff and they're like, this is powerful, this is awesome, click of a button to 1 million people. And right now, I've got 1,000 subscribers.
Yeah.
What's an example of what someone did intentionally to get up and launching, and maybe how fast it maybe would take?
We hear little snippets from prospects or customers. I mean, customers mostly that say, hey, like we just got one the other day, and I don't even know the business the guy was in, so maybe I shouldn't be talking about it. But
he was a landscaping guy.
He was a landscaping guy. That's the guy.
His stuff was awesome.
And he basically, and I don't know like from how his list was or how many prospects he had, but he was just so stoked, and he wrote in and 1,000 exclamation points about how he just made $8,000 or something. Wow. And like I think he put a time frame on it. I think he said like 3 months or something.
He had done it recently with an app we just built called Kajabi Next.
Yeah, he's like, in the last 2 months or 3 months, whatever, I made 8,000, and for him, selling information online, that was huge.
So I went and researched him, and he had stuff on YouTube. His stuff wasn't high quality. Yeah. It was because he had personality, and he cared about the people. He wasn't fake. Yeah. But you could see, like, here's a guy who just took a chance, did it, and he sees success. Yeah. Now, the other spectrum is like the Shaleens and the Brendan Burchards of the world. Like, they're super organized. Like, Shalene's so organized with her content and her strategies. It's important to learn from them and to really model, like, that's where I'm going. But, like, you really have to take the steps right here, or you're just going to trip over something. Yeah. I think all of us want to hit a home run, but, like, I just heard this example, like, if you try to do a home run strategy in baseball and 1 or 2 guys hits a home run on your team, that's awesome. But if the other team, every single person got a hit every time, got on base, they would kill you. Yeah. So if you just took that strategy of, I'm just going to bunt today, I'm just going to get on base, like, that is...
Well, the old like Facebook quote, I think it was a Facebook quote, done is better than perfect. Mm-hmm. Just getting started. Like, I think people's hurdle is thinking that their first thing out of the gate has to be the big success.
And there's just a switch in the brain. I don't know why. It connects some of our guys. One of our designers had been here for 2 years, and he goes, oh, I get it. Like, I get it. He's like, I was at a skateboarding site, and then they wanted to sell me this thing, and then I wanted to get it. I was like, I understand what we do. Like, he's smart. He understands what the app did, but it's like there's another switch that like has to click. Yeah. And I think the biggest thing is just go for it.
I love it.
Don't even wait for it to switch. Just go for it.
That's great. Now, what are some, anywhere of the process, so an open-ended question, but what are some of the biggest mistakes, and you've already hit a few, like the mistake of maybe, flipping the switch or thinking it needs to be perfect, but what are some of the maybe even nitty-gritty biggest mistakes people make in this space or as they get started, just hurdles you could help them overcome?
Is not doing it, waiting too long, waiting until it's perfect. Just do it now, get feedback.
Yeah, there's that, and then also just like quality, and you have to like weigh this with waiting to release. But we see some like video quality, and your audience might already have that, but like that's just horrible. It's like take some extra time and turn a light on or something, And
that is the opposite of what I just said, but you're right.
No,
At least study guys like you. Like we did that. We used to look at Wistia stuff, and I literally would try to freeze frame to try to see what equipment they had, and then we would go try to buy it.
But just follow best practices within the like close time frame. Not try to like go buy some new equipment. Don't say I can't launch a course because I need a new camera. None of that.
Your iPhone with just the earpiece that comes with it is going to produce really good content. So you start with that. But do take the time to see if you look good, and get feedback a little bit. But don't listen to them too much, because we're just joking about people come on American Idol, and it's like the first time anybody's ever told them that they suck. Like someone needs to say, oh well, yeah, like sit up straight, like I always get told, or put some light on yourself.
Yeah.
That's one. And then the other biggest mistake I see is being fake on camera.
Yeah.
Be yourself, be vulnerable, make mistakes, and leave it in there sometimes, because people relate to that versus like the perfect guy.
Yeah, we were talking about this before the interview, that we shoot a lot of video for our company. Even though we're a software company, we're in front of the camera a lot. And I, to this day, 5 years in, do not feel like that comfortable on video or anything, but it's just like we're just being ourselves. And it's that honesty that I think makes people drawn to it. And so that's like a big
And we had to
mistake I think
fail a
people
lot,
make.
and we were super insecure. I mean, we're still pretty insecure about it.
Yeah. But I think a lot of people, that they make the mistake of trying to be somebody else on camera and try to like model or mimic somebody else they've seen, you know, and it's just kind of, come on, be yourself.
Totally. Now, kind of big picture online video, and for those watching, and you get to work with all these different creators in different niches, as well as in this great company, and so I would say you have your finger on the pulse. What are some of the trends that you think people could really take advantage of right now? In any way, whatever that means to you, that question.
I go back to the honesty thing. Be real and raw, like be honest. If you need to cuss, cuss. If you need to say something that you might think it's embarrassing, you might need to do that.
Yeah.
Because it might work well for your audience. Because when it comes down to it, they're buying your course or they're watching your video because of you.
Yeah.
And what you're projecting on camera.
Yeah.
And who knows, maybe fake does work in some industries, but I always like the people that are real. Like I love when I meet someone and they're the same in person as they were on camera. That is a good, then that's how you should be on camera.
That's great.
Yeah.
Trends. This is a shameless plug, but like trend of simplicity, right? So like I think I'm hoping the world is shifting out of the trend of tinkering, right? So you see a lot of people that want to sell knowledge online, and they think to be successful, they have to use this product and this product and this product and patch them all together, and they have to learn to basically be technical. And it's like, no, the trend is simplicity. It's just like, get your stuff out there and make it look beautiful, you know?
Well, the other trend too that I see in video is like really good storytelling. Like we're doing interview style, there's teaching style, but sometimes when you're marketing, like to really focus on the story, like that really hits home emotionally with people. Car commercials, all kinds of stuff do that all the time, fragrances and stuff. But like, could you do that in the plumbing industry? Could you do that with yoga and
Emotional about your toilet?
sometimes?
All right.
I love that. So storytelling, simplicity, authenticity, these are really great. You mentioned simplicity, and by about the time that this video is coming out, the new Kajabi will be hitting. You're taking another leap to a whole nother level with this. What exactly are you guys up to?
Well, it's something, see, we're here talking about video, but our true passion is software, and we learned a lot in 5 years. So, and we have a whole video series that we created talking about how we got to here, but what we're building is completely, we've never done this strategy before. Full flexibility where you can code things you want, or click it and we'll do it all behind the scenes for you. It's awesome.
And just learning too that most of the time when somebody comes out with a piece of content that people want to buy, they're going to come out with some other piece of content in the future. And so this platform is designed with that in mind. So like anything we've done in the past, it was kind of like you're selling silos of products that kind of, if somebody bought one of your products, they would have to sign up again and buy one of your other products. But this is kind of like you can build your digital empire. You can have as many products as you want, and people can pick and choose what they buy. You can upsell them, and it's basically like they're the customer of your digital empire. And then you're free to think about your content. That's like a big shift that we're doing with this new one.
Yeah, and even though our new app is going to do a lot of stuff, we still try to keep that simple approach. Like it was in one of the books we read about the Fight Club example where the guy had to wait outside on the porch for like 7 days, and every day he told him no. Like we kind of do that with features.
Oh, yeah.
Kenny does that to me every day. Like, can I do this? Nope. And then eventually he's like, hey, yeah, maybe we should do that. So we take a lot of time to like curate, should this be in the app? And if so, how is it going to interact with the user?
Yeah, we get people asking us all the time, well, it should be easy. Can't you just add another like checkbox here to give this choice? And we understand that every choice a user has to make is going to clog them up or prevent them from getting to where they want to go. So we really want to put a lot of thought into it, but at the same time deliver all the power that they would want as well. So.
And from the videos I've watched, you're saying this is like your all-in-one digital empire, but we're talking your blogging, your landing pages, your membership site on the back end, even social media integration, your email marketing.
Yeah, we're really building it as a platform. Like it's going to be a base. Right now it'll do product delivery really great because that's what original Kajabi did. It'll do awesome really at that. You can have your website on there, and then eventually we have these other blocks that are in the works right now.
Yeah, we've got a whole roadmap for that. But
blogging, landing page, everything that our Megaphone app will be in that app.
But all in the spirit of simplicity, because they're all in the same app, it allows so much more power than anybody can get piecing things together, because all the components, all the building blocks can talk to each other.
This is a lightning round, lightning round, lightning round. First thing, do an interpretive kind of dance of what lightning looks like.
You first.
It's not gonna happen.
Flash.
Oh. First question, if you only had one item for a zombie apocalypse, what would that be?
A hammock.
A sword. I love when she chopped everybody's heads off with swords.
That's really smart. Well, how are you gonna use the hammock? Because I'm confused.
They're not going to climb the tree.
I know,
I'm
yeah.
just going to chill up there.
While I kill everybody.
Yeah. Wait them out. Okay, good. What is the best decision you've ever made?
The link jobbing.
Oh, come on.
No,
That's pretty
a
cliche.
great idea.
Oh, yeah. To leave our safe jobs
Yes.
and go out and build something new.
That's true. To wake up every day and challenge ourselves, and God is here.
The worst movie you've ever seen?
Nick of Time with Nicolas Cage.
Okay.
Oh,
But
nice.
I've seen it like 1,000 times.
Oh, then I'd
It's
have to
still
go
worse.
a Nicolas Cage Face Off. That was terrible too. It's Nicolas Cage action.
Nicolas Cage is getting just beat up right now. Song you have on repeat right now?
Nothing. We're in crunch time to launch software, so I'm just like ambient all the way, so I can pay attention.
Cool. Got it.
Jay-Z song Ball So Hard. That's not the name of the song because I won't say it's
Describes
inappropriate.
you
but
perfectly.
Yep.
Vin Diesel or The Rock?
Oh, The Rock for sure.
Yeah, Rock.
Rock used to play football, and he was a wrestler, and he's a good actor. Vin Diesel's not.
New Kids on the Block or NSYNC?
Neither.
In sync.
You have to pick one.
In sync, I guess. Well, because I used to have tips like Lance Bass, so yeah.
Game of Thrones or Glee?
Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones.
You have to ask that.
Book or Kindle?
I'm audio.
iPad, Kindle app.
Kindle app. Audio.
Audio. I can't read very well, so I have to go audio.
Pumping iron or pumping gas?
Pumping iron.
Iron.
Think so?
Yeah. I don't know how those are the same.
Yeah. Okay, a serious question. Who do you think would win in an all-out, I'm from Las Vegas, UFC cage match between Brendan Burchard and Shalene Johnson?
Shalene, all
come
the
on.
way. Shalene's Mrs. Fitness. Yeah, no, she'd kick Brennan's ass all day long. Brennan's just so damn nice. I'd never seen him get like in the
Yeah.
Spring or fall?
fall. I love it this time of year. It's football and the weather changes.
I say spring. Getting ready for summer.
If you had to do a career change, because sure you love this, but you got to shift out. Here's your options. WWE, and you could be pro wrestlers,
Man or woman?
or American Gladiators.
Oh, American Gladiator all the way. Because
Yeah.
I'd love to do that Canon. We need one of those in the office.
So lastly, where can guys connect with you and just follow up with what you're doing? Best places online, and what are your most active social networks?
We kind of have a small presence on most of them, and for all different purposes, right?
Yep.
So like Instagram, we've been having a lot of fun with lately, just to show like our human side, you know, and we post a lot
We've
of
been trying
team
to
photos.
tweak
and-
our strategies on each of them.
What else are we
We're
on?
not the best at social
Yeah.
media, even though I think our office is interesting and our team is doing way better the past couple months. But
Yeah.
it's something that we need to get better at that.
But mainly it's our list, right? So like you go to our website and you just sign up right there to get more info, and we make sure our list knows about everything.
Yeah. And you add a ton of value there and send out videos and education for new stuff.
The majority of the time we're not selling anything. We're just pointing them to some new piece of content that him and I create. Q&As, you know, we say, hey, write in, ask us questions, and we do video Q&As back and stuff.
Yep.
That's awesome. And then just to close it out, what's a final piece of encouragement and inspiration or something tactical for the video influencers audience?
Yeah, just don't be afraid. I see a lot of people being shy about or nervous to charge money for their content. They think it might not be good enough or like worthy of being paid for, but don't sell yourself short. People will want to hear what you have to say, and try to monetize a portion of it or all of it.
Yeah, I think if you're watching this and you already have stuff on YouTube, you've already, like we said earlier, you've already overcome the hardest part, which is creating content, and you're probably really good at it. So you got to just go for it. You got to flip that switch and realize people are making money selling content on top of creating cool stuff on YouTube.
Hey, so thanks so much for checking out this video. Make sure to subscribe on YouTube for more videos to help you build your income and your influence with online video. And check out show notes and resources down in the description below. Leave a comment, you know, stuff like that. What say you, Kenny and Travis?
Make a comment down there.
Yeah, comment down here if this video has value to you and you think you know somebody else that has value for. Please share it with them.
Bye. Later. Air dryer, hair dryer.
I'm an air dry,
Air
but
dry.
I will use a hair dryer.
Like the old dudes in the gym use hair dryers.
Man, why do they do that?
Yeah.
Old
Yeah.
dudes in the gym. There's places that don't need to be dried in the gym. I'm just saying.
Come on, guys.
Periscope.
Let's
Hi.
do this. Let's do this. Clap along with me. Let's
I
do
don't have no
this.
rhythm.
Let's do this.
Really?
Let's do
I
this.
see, I have no rhythm.
Clap
Look, are you
along
on
with
this?
me. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. Clap along with me.
Beatbox.
Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. Clap along with me. Let's do this. Good job with me. Let's do this. Good job at E. Let's do this. Clap along with me. Okay, so let's land the plane here.
No rhythm. No rhythm.
That was
Kenny
powerful.
does. Kenny can play the guitar, sing. I cannot.